Hello, we're live. Playing Yuan Bo with the mods. It's it's what you expect. We got loads of enemies. We have we have AI aggression mods, we have AI cheats on, so they will be recruiting a lot more aggressively. Hopefully this is doable. I did do a little bit of a test run yesterday to see if this would actually seem feasible, and so far I think probably my feeling is probably as long as we kind of hold up for a little bit, build up a decent army, then we'll be okay. Apparently we can sell our main settlement too, which is a nice plus. It means that we'll get a huge chunk of money in a bit, so I'm feeling mildly confident. How's it going, chat? Yes. Young Bo. Let's see here. Bets on who kills this one. I'd say probably, if I had to bet, I think you know, my bet is not worth as much as others, but I'd say probably Hexawaddle. I think we died at the hands of Lizardmen.
That I rule,
Hey,
but
Darn
my
Gas, hello.
diligence, capability, and force of
What's it?
I
AI
trust
aggression.
none other than you.
Ooh,
The
AI
chosen
aggression
of
mod, but they
Cathay,
learn how to use
to
the sea
stand
lanes.
by my
Be pretty
side
terrifying.
against these foes.
Wait, is this guy like have a speech going on or something?
To
Anyways,
end all threats.
yeah, it would be pretty interesting to have them use sea lanes. Although I think it's not like a huge upgrade in my mind. Maybe that's just me though.
As battle
Mini breath
plans
attack.
dictate.
I don't know how I feel about that breath attack. I feel like, you know, it's aight. It kind of gets the job done, but is it huge? Not really. Yeah, early Cathay fighting off Lizardmen. It'll be a little bit sketchy. Am I terrified though? Not really. I feel like it's not too bad. Mostly because I think I have enough range. I think I have enough range to just shoot them. My infantry's pretty chunky too. So, I don't know. Oh boy, they're shooting my general. How good is this guy in a fight? Do I transform him? Put him on foot? That way he doesn't get killed by all these archers. I think that's the play. Yeah. Then he can give himself damage resist at some point. It'll be great. I guess I'll charge his Savage Orc Boar Boys. Get them out of the picture. And as long as I don't take too many losses, I'm pretty happy.
Move in formation.
Let's see here. Kind of too overpowered compared to the other Cathay Lords. Really? What makes them strong compared to the other lords? Is it what is it like, you know? Does he have like sick campaign mechanics that I haven't heard of yet? I know he has some pretty crazy cost reductions. Better caster in melee. Interesting. He's like a beefed up Zhao. Sounds pretty terrifying. His ability is that's true. His anti, you know. Does this work on heroes too? It does. Yeah, it's just a point and click, and you kill anything you want. That's pretty chunky. Good at everything. Well, hopefully he can stand against the challenge. This is a pretty spicy challenge, so we'll see if he has what it takes. I doubt he's stronger than Beastman, at the very least. And also, he's kind of getting his butt handed to him by this green skin over here. Should be fine though, now that we have support of our infantry. Maybe we'll bring in the lion too. And then what? Just gotta get like one more hit in and I can just execute this guy. Can I execute him? Like, does it do damage first and then execute? I guess let's test it out. Okay, no. So if you just use it as an ability, it'll just damage him normally. Interesting. I kind of wonder. You might actually want to execute just for the damage to get them to rout. Kind of weird, but maybe a viable strategy. Yeah, you can get more charges. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, you can just use it as like a direct damage. Like it's kind of like a amped up soul sealer. Maybe. All right.
We shall spare.
First things first, though.
They will pay.
I think our initial turns are gonna be pretty chill.
Yuan Bo.
Don't really need to do much other than recruit.
We require
And
a balance of force and skill.
can I get extra recruitment capacity anywhere here? Hella far away. All right. I guess I just So like earlier, right? I theory crafted that I want to go Talons of the Night and Comet of Cassandora on them. But honestly, the executability is pretty strong. With 2 casts of it now, we can use it as a direct damage.
Would have the best
And
impact.
we can use that as a direct damage and an execution. So that feels pretty good. And as long as we just kind of chill here, I'm feeling okay. Floating pyramid, dare I waste money upgrading? It's only 1,000. Last I checked, it did kind of hold for a little while. Sure, let's try that out. How useful is Greater Arcane Conduit? Mildly useful. If you end up using your Winds of Magic every battle, then it doesn't matter as much though. Alright, let's see. So desert is sale of cargo. So we can't really do caravans much in this campaign due to being at war with everyone. But we can get some pretty spicy abilities here. Let's see. Honestly, the growth is kind of hype, but we cannot use it as of yet. We need to actually occupy some lands. Very unfortunate. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling, whoa, wait, Ancestral Warriors? Dang. Okay, so do I want the summon or do I want a free comet? Free comet hits for like 1,000,000 damage. Ancestral Warriors. Man, that's a spicy choice. This one gives extreme attrition to armies beyond the Great Bastion. Unlocked when energy reserve is full. Yeah, let's just do this. You know, it gives a replenishment too. Why not? Missed the last stream. The Torox campaign ended with a success. It seemed like things were going extremely smoothly, and we didn't really have to worry much. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Yuan Bo has these abilities. Yeah, so you can just straight up like insta build things. Honestly, pretty OP. Your next year action's guaranteed. Target army completes 1 turn of ongoing recruitment. This is kind of insane. Let's see. Our target settlements province. Oh my gosh. Okay. Completes any ongoing construction. Kind of insane. If you take a look at this building over here, right? Our growth is 16. We can increase. I feel like if I just... I could also upgrade the floating pyramid growth, right? Because right now it's... I think this would have a bigger benefit to the growth in the region. So like if I do this, target settlements completes ongoing construction, and then I do that, then I think we just have our insta build. My goodness, that is strong. And then from here, maybe I can get some cavalry going. How do I get these? Stone. Each time you declare a new fortress city or commercial district. I don't know what that means, but sure. Sure, I'm sure chat will let me know. For now, though, let's just get ourselves some cavalry, probably. I know horsemen aren't the most exciting thing in the world, but they'll probably be useful. We'll get the construction in one turn, and then we can actually start using our micro to our advantage. Meanwhile, over here, we're just going to... How long will this settlement live for? I could just have it generate money for me. Honestly, yeah. If it lasts like 4 turns, so why not have it generate a little bit of extra cash? Yeah, let's do that. Alright, I think that's basically everything. To the next turn, unless I have could just do my recruitment instantly. Just, you know, let's just try it. Let's just do it. Why not? Why not? I don't know how rare these resources are, but it makes me feel good to get free stuff. Commercial and fortresses give bonus to military buildings or economic. Yeah, I don't know like how you do that though. Whatever. If you're good at the game, you can win the caravan battles and gain some gold. I think the caravans will die instantly. We're talking about fighting like 20 stacks here. Don't forget crowmen. Yes, crowmen will be crazy. Maybe I can test out one caravan. What's like the shortest caravan route I can take? Like 100% it just gets attacked by, you know, like an ogre stack or something though. They're not rare. They are transferred to the opposite currency upon use. Really? So like stone turns into steel when you use it. Pending tokens 2. Pending tokens 2. One of each pending token will become available in 4 turns. Winning battles. I can do that. Especially on this game mode. Alright, sure. Like, okay, if I try... Let's see, how much is caravan? God, they're so expensive. Longmas. This one's got guns. Dang, this is just extra cavalry units? That's pretty hype. This one's extra peasant units, pretty garbage. Okay, so like what? You're saying if I do this, right? And then send we just book it, try to get to the Carsign Blade. We're gonna get attacked by Miao Ying like instantly. I have no faith that this caravan will make it, so we're not gonna dispatch. We're not gonna put much money into it. But just for the lulz, why not? Why not see if it can make it? Sure. Holy moly, that's a lot of rats. Yeah. Yeah, the mod does let them recruit pretty aggressively.
Warriors mean fewer farmers.
Now the question is, do I actually try and defend the floating pyramid? Honestly, I don't think I really need to. It might get attacked by the greenskins, but last time they didn't attack it. So I'm going to bank on that.
You are the glory.
I'm gonna bank on that and just hope that they don't attack it and I can get some peasant horsemen going. Fingers crossed.
Scrutinize my work constantly.
It says in yellow that steels turn into stone and vice versa. Ah, my bad.
I'm the most loyal of servants.
You have no Skaven city here. Yep. Just a few heroes congregating in one area. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, they just be spamming caravans. Is this winnable? I do have cavalry. Oh my gosh, the triple caravan is pretty jokes though, but 4 Jade Lancers? I know, might as well try it, but yeah, I don't think this is. I don't think caravan's a good idea. First time seeing me live, hey. Nice, yeah. We're streaming on the reg now. Streaming on the reg now weekdays, so feel free to tune in during these hours usually, plus or minus like 2 hours. All right, here we go. How do I want to do this? I guess we'll position here. Yeah, we'll position here. Greater risk of being sandwiched, but it is slightly better because I expect the AI to position differently. They do not. Very unfortunate. Regardless, we move on. Yeah, I might be able to isolate them. Honestly, these armies aren't too scary. It's a lot of ranged and a lot of low armored units. Like the halberds are probably the scariest guys. Of course, you have a lot of spears here too. Not to mention that almost my entire army's melee, but who knows? Maybe we can get it done. Hey, happy to hear that you've been enjoying the streams, Jabroni. Yeah, it's been pretty great. It's been like a nice challenge. I still yearn for the RTS switch though. I still haven't really found like obviously this is I'm enjoying the content that I'm making right now, but I haven't found like the thing I want to be doing for the next 3 years. Although this will definitely keep me occupied for a good few months, I suspect. Especially while I figure out how to play all of these factions. It's been so long. And it turns out I really don't know how to play a lot of the factions in Warhammer. Not at all. I did I did also I did download recently. Age of Empires. I haven't played it yet, but would be pretty interested to see how Age of Empires actually plays out. I'm pretty excited for it. Also, I need to make sure I conserve ammunition here for the... Gotta conserve ammunition for the ogres. Otherwise, they will murder me. No way my Jade Lancers are gonna kill them. Age of Empires 2 is pretty hype. Yeah. It could tide me down, tide me off. It could keep me busy until Stormgate comes out. It's kind of the plan. If it can do that, then you can consider me fairly happy. Because yeah, Stormgate's definitely going to be the mainstay. But Age of Empires could be quite nice. I was thinking of doing StarCraft too. I've been playing a lot of StarCraft recently. Or I get StarCraft 2 too. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of StarCraft recently. And might maybe stream that content. I don't know exactly though. There's still a lot to get into. Also, man-eaters coming in hot. Let's get our spears at the ready. Get our cavalry at the ready. Still gotta do those campaigns in StarCraft. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. The super difficult campaigns in Nightmare mode. Yeah, lots on the chopping block. No warhounds. Yeah, no warhounds. It's fine though. Cavalry's pretty high. Let's see. They're only mildly beaten up at this point, so. Maybe we will win this battle. Who knows? Yeah, I'm optimistic. 3 Kingdoms DLC? What's this? I assume you're memeing because we're playing Cathay and there isn't actually a 3 Kingdoms DLC.
With infinite pride, sent by dragons.
Legacy of the Void Nightmare Edition? Interesting. Did they like what did they do? They like removed the ship abilities, right? Something like that. Would be interesting. I am consider me mildly interested.
Bringing harmony.
Also, it's gonna be pretty sketchy considering there are so many spears here. Is there a way I can? Can I even kill all the generals? Okay, they're just normal generals. Maybe this will be done. Yeah, it constantly expands and is more aggressive. Yeah, but there aren't that many expansions, right? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, looking pretty good. Actually, yeah, nah, I don't think it's looking that good. I guess if I single out everything here, right, then the cavalry might be able to hard carry. Big maybe on that. Like, you know, we can probably run down all of their range. I'll be able to keep my my archers alive, I think. But will it really be enough? Not entirely sure. We do have harmony bonuses over here, which is great for our fighters. The archers are getting terrible line of sight, also a big plus. But do you guys think we win this battle? Yeah, the enemy's blobbing pretty nicely. I don't know if it matters though. Even some of the archers are able to fire now. Very unfortunate. Don't want to be losing too many archers here. Cavalry's getting all caught up. And I don't think this caravan's going to win this battle. Even though it will get a good amount of damage. Simply too many archers. I guess if we really grinded it out, maybe. Hard maybe if we like. I think this battle's technically winnable if you hard cheesed it. So like maybe you like hide in the corner and you just only use the cavalry to just pick off one unit at a time. I think, but the odds of it actually being possible are a bit too low to test out. We'll just times 4 our way through here. Not to mention the heroes and the ogres. So like you need some real intense AI manipulation to get it to work. You could probably get it quite close though. Never underestimate the ability. Never underestimate how strong a couple of units of cavalry are for manipulating the AI. Yeah, I think you gotta really hard cheese it. But okay, lessons learned. Do not make caravans is the answer. We just gave Cathay a lot of money. Doesn't matter, they're on the other side of the world, so ain't no problem. And also Jade Lancers, pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Even if we won that, the caravan wouldn't have survived the next turn. Very true. Alright, well, he did. Gave them a bit of money because I didn't max out the caravan. Oh, is that how that works? I guess the AI already has basically infinite money. Maybe making the caravan turn 1 would have been good. Maybe. Okay, nice. So we do get to keep the floating pyramid. We got these guys over here. And we are growing quite well. Very nice. So I guess we just wait for that growth to build up. Keep getting cavalry in the meantime, and we just hang out. Early stages of the campaign, we're going to be playing quite defensive, is the plan. Could get a Celestial General. Good old melee fighter. I don't know how strong they are. Does anyone know? Actually, wait, can I take a look at their stats from here?
Dragon.
60 melee attack, 40 melee defense. Interesting. Let's see here. They have a vortex that does quite a bit of damage. Very cool, very cool. They can increase their melee defense for only 16 seconds. Very interesting. They can get strong. Interesting. So maybe I go for that as our melee dude. I do win battles, right? You know, you can check out the Torok stream if you want to see me winning battles. We do lose battles quite often, though. AoE damage can do, the AoE can do quite a bit of damage. I might recruit one just to test them out. Lord Magistrate got a massive skill rework if you didn't know. Really? Yes, this will be harder than Torok's for sure. Wait, what did the Magistrate get?
Keeper of whooshing.
You telling me this guy? Huh. It's a buff. He has a buff. Maybe I have to actually look at his skill tree. You know, you give some like auras and stuff, you know, it's decent. Nothing on the initial check, but maybe we'll recruit one. For now though, I guess you know, if the Greenskins just they're just gonna ignore the floating pyramid, I guess I'll just keep recruiting cavalry and archers. In peace. Wait for the enemy to come to me, hopefully upgrade this in a couple turns. Ooh, so you're saying I can just like stack buffs like crazy then? With Yuan Bo? Maybe. Get some of like the highest statted spearmen you've ever seen. Spell mastery cheese. Oh yeah, good old spell mastery. Some people say that this lord is the most powerful in Warhammer 3. No way. No way. This guy? This chump? Well, he does have, you know, insta campaign abilities, kind of like Snickage. So there's that, you know. There's no way this guy's the strongest lord in the game, though. Any Warriors of Chaos faction can autopilot with auto resolve, so. Campaign or multiplayer? Definitely not in multiplayer. Yeah, no caravans equals no Von Karstein blade. That is correct. Let's see here. I believe there wasn't much here that was super good, right? +4 melee defense is kind of hype. I think like, oh man, I made a video on it. I made a video on it and I forget it all. Let's see here. Control, tariffs, faction capital, ports, industry. do we just upgrade down the tree like this? Because I think the middle line gets you all of your... It basically gives all the... Oh yeah, the war drums. I forgot about those. But yeah, I think middle line is where most of the income buffs are. I think this is a hard to read skill tree. Yeah, because there's like income reductions for specific units, but I don't think we really make use of that. Yeah, let's just go down the middle, you know. And then that way, if there's an upgrade that people say is epic, then we can quickly tech into that if needed. Also, hey. Maybe we can fight ourselves some Dark Elves?
Master of the meteor winds.
Sure, let's try it out.
Imminent.
And they bail. Pieces of crap. Alright, well. Kinda awkward. I guess in the meantime we'll get our second dude. Ooh, +6 melee defense. That makes up for the relatively low melee defense. Crafty. Strategist. Yeah, I think the melee defense is probably the best. Let's do that. Martial artist and physical visit. So we have a fighter. We'll get cavalry while we can still recruit them. And then maybe I take the Shrine of Sotek. Who knows? Maybe I go to Hexawaddle. Seems almost suicidal though, right? Middle line, do it. Yeah, definitely I feel like other factions have stronger mechanics. There's some sunken treasure. Ooh. Talk about this bad boy. Iron Dragon has an item that heals them to full. I think it's bugged right. Excuse me, it's bugged right now though. Lord Magistrate can give the entire army Vanguard and extra ammo and speed. Oh dang. Interesting. I'll try out everything. See how it goes. Yeah. Mega bugged. You know, interesting thought. If we can actually conquer a caravan path and defend the caravan, then we actually do have a fairly consistent way to get caravans out. All I gotta do is oh dang, this is gonna die soon. All I gotta do is, just sail to Cathay, take out Miao Ying, and then just carve a path to the Von Karstein blade, and then we're good. Kinda janky, I know, but maybe it works. Definitely a terrible idea though.
By my hand.
So let's just occupy. If I can successfully get the Von Karstein blade, it counts as a win. Honestly, kind of like that. Let's see here. So one of the great things about the dragons is that they have a massive hit point pool. So getting the HP buffs is pretty nice on them. Let's do that. Ability, and let's take a look at this guy's abilities. So devastating flanker, interesting. Yep. Double charge bonus. Too bad he doesn't have much charge bonus yet. Weapon strength for the Lord's army. Armor for the Lord's army. Interesting. 360 missile block. Interesting. Charge bonus for the Lord's army. Okay, some pretty interesting buffs. Can also give melee defense. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. Yeah. Oh, you can't get a Jade Longma though. Pretty fun for multiplayer. Interesting. All right. Well, I guess we'll just keep on recruiting horsemen. Why don't we?
The Emperor's
Over here, we'll pick up 5th Archer, since I think my front line's good enough with all this cavalry support. Seems like we have a nice mixed composition going. And then in a few turns, we'll get this back. And it'll be good. Wait, what is this? What was that? I saw something that... Oh, wait. Available actions. Fiscal treaty. So, the allied faction's background income is siphoned to your faction for 20 turns. Interesting. Alright. Just steal people's money. Choose between a set of powerful permanent bonuses to your faction. Dang! Only one bonus can be active at any time. Interesting. Units count as both yin and yang for activating battle harmony. So just straight up, you just have battle harmony forever. How long does this last? Is it forever? Holy crap! All right.
I must hurry.
Very interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'd say this guy's definitely stronger than the other Cathay Lords, that's for sure. He has a lot of mechanics going for him. You haven't bought the DLC yet? Interesting to watch. Hey, nice. Yeah, I think the DLC as a whole is from what I've heard is or actually, well, I think overall the DLC as a whole has a lot of like interesting additions and new campaigns if you specifically want to play the DLC Lords. But if you're just looking for, just the new units, it's probably other DLCs that'll get you more value. Still though, interesting DLC. I think it does give you some interesting campaigns. The Changeling's actually quite fun until you realize that he's the easiest campaign in all of Warhammer. No one in this DLC adds new gameplay. It adds different, like, you know, mechanics. In that sense, it's new gameplay. Let's see here. It is true though. It is true. Mods will definitely get you pretty far. Mods alone. Hey, nice. You can finally upgrade height. So no more peasant horsemen. It's fine. We'll go for mixed infantry now. Maybe chase these guys down. Yeah, Changeling is an insanely faithful faction. It's kind of fun to run around and have like chill battles. You know, it's kind of like Oxyotl. Still though, I really wish there were harder difficulty modes. But what can you do? Yeah. Will I be multi-streaming on Twitch? Have they allowed that stuff? Do I gotta look this up again? Cause last time I checked, Twitch did not. Let's see here. Twitch multi-streaming rules. I don't know. So simulcasting is prohibited in our terms of service. There was a thing earlier where Twitch said you can stream on YouTube and Twitch as long as your stream on YouTube is like a few days after your stream on Twitch. Or like different content or something like that. Like it was like, you know, they're like, yes, but no, you can't. Like, you know, they let you multi-stream in the most useless way possible. So unless something changed recently, I don't think so. Oh, well, like, of course people do it anyways. Twitch doesn't really enforce it much. But I don't want to run into, like, you know, some weird issue. Weird, like, legal trouble later or, like, who knows what. Yeah, not to mention it's also a little bit of extra management for me, which is a pain. So probably not. Probably not. Even though I do know people do enjoy the. Some people like watching on Twitch over YouTube. It's just not really my really not on my hit list as it stands. Perhaps one day. Yeah, it's like a little bit of a pain. I have to, like, you know, if I want to do it properly, I have to pay to sorry, microing right now. I have to pay to get like the multi-streaming thing set up. It's, yeah. Is it very worth it? At most it'd be just barely worth it, which is to say probably not worth it. Still though, it's you know, I'm not entirely against it by any means. Maybe one day. But yeah, look at that damage. You know, it's decent. That breath attack, it's not hot garbage, at least. It definitely gets a little bit of work done. So you know, it's not like it doesn't do anything. It's just that it barely does anything. But hey, you know, as a single entity Manticore, it's still okay, you know, Jade Line. There were changes to Twitch simulcasting policies a few days ago. I feel like this would be, you know. Is this like, yeah, what is this news? I feel like this would be pretty big news, right? Maybe I just missed it. Maybe I just missed it in the news cycle.
hurry!
I'll check it out later. You know, if they do allow it, then might as well, right? Though the actual multi-streaming software is still kind of a pain to set up, but might as well. There are still limitations, but they generally allow it now. Ah, there's the fine print. Alright, give me the limitations. What rules are there that's going to turn me off of multi-streaming on Twitch this time? Come on, 2 more seconds and I can blow up their general. Yeah. Delete general button. Let's go. That's pretty jokes. That's pretty jokes. I don't think there's... Well, I guess they changed like direct damage spells to have guaranteed damage now. Definitely nothing of that magnitude. Yes, yeah, I want to get the jet line in to support my cavalry. Not allowing chat to be shown on the stream overlay. Interesting. Well, perhaps. I'll think about it. I'll look into it. Okay, nice. So as long as we keep winning battles, we can get our steel and stone back pretty fast. Oh my gosh, we get Onyx Crowmen RORs this early? Dang. What do? They have a bombardment. Interesting. That does pretty good damage to light units. They also have visibility. Is that like campaign visibility, or is that like they can spot units in trees easier? I'm just gonna test it out real quick. Okay, I think it's in battle visibility. Interesting though. Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see here. What are we gonna get? Do I need more armor? Armor is not bad. Speed also pretty good. Honestly, speed might be better than armor. Let's go with that. Especially in dragon form if we got to dodge. Let's get Plague of Rust. Plague of Rust, surprisingly amazing spell. Nice.
The Emperor wills it.
Nice. Okay. Man, it's really weird not having more mechanics I need to manage between end turns. Spot units in trees. Okay, well, I guess, you know, against like Weight Watchers and stuff, it's okay. Yeah. Twitch and YouTube have pros and cons. Doing both also has pros and cons. You weren't asking for Twitch streams, just curious. Oh yeah, I didn't take it that way at all. Yeah. I think, yeah. Probably won't return to Twitch for a while. I don't really see much. I don't see that much in Twitch, though definitely people make work. And rip. Can't sell our capital.
We shall prevail.
I guess I shouldn't write it off entirely. But, yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. It begins. The massed armies are arriving. So... we just gotta defend the Isle of the Crimson Skull. Gotta defend it. Gotta get, you know, stronger units. And then we'll be a-okay. Alright. Hopefully this isn't too scary of a stack of Skaven. I see quite a few slaves. That's a bonus.
So much to do.
Can I get to shore?
Grant safe.
No, I have to march stance it. That's kind of awkward.
Alright,
so we'll march stance it. The problem is if we get sieged, he's gonna have to fight a lot of armies at the same time. What I'm thinking, right, is we ambush,
Move fast.
and then we pick
Cross
up
river swiftly.
a bunch of these units. Something like that.
Muster to our strengths.
We have a pretty high ambush chance. And then if we can just survive 3 turns, then we can start recruiting some proper units. Hopefully that checks out.
Humility in all
Also, hey, our
things.
income's lower. Sick. Doesn't this guy have like a upkeep for... Okay, he just has super cheap units in general. Sick. Alright. Cathay RORs are weirdly easy to get. Huh. Alright, well, that'll help us out a lot. YouTube will demonetize literally for anything. I think, well, I'm not going to say what is right or wrong, but I'm going to say legally, I'm pretty sure YouTube is in the right. I'm pretty sure. You know, if you just follow the law, then you won't get copyright struck. Or not like the law, but like, well, I guess like they have to, like, you know. Is it the law? I'm pretty sure it's the law. Anyways, as far as, like, you know, copyright law goes, you know, you're just not allowed to play other people's music. Not allowed to, you know, show that stuff, but as long as you're careful, it's fine. So, all to say that it doesn't really bother me. My content is pretty PG. So... yeah, it does, of course, you know, direct people to certain types of content, which obviously not everyone's going to be happy about, but
Leader of men.
it doesn't bother me, so therefore I don't care about it. No, that's the wrong approach, but whatever. Jonathan Grover, thank you for the $5. I have the most fun playing Warhammer 3. Also, here, have a Jade Lion. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I have the most fun playing Warhammer 3. You can tell by the fact that I'm playing Warhammer 3 right now. But for a little bit more of a nuanced answer. Wasn't there a Skaven army here a second ago? Are they gonna attack this settlement? Because I could kill the greenskins now, but it seems a bit too risky given that there was just Skaven nearby. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes, Warhammer. Warhammer 3. But, I guess I have more hours in Warhammer 2? In terms of, like, overall quantity played, you know, one could definitely make the argument that I've played quite a bit of Warhammer. I've played quite a bit of Warhammer 2, so... Kind of a mixed bag. I guess like Warhammer 2 definitely sated my it definitely sated my difficulty needs a lot better. Just because of the, you know, the AI hating the player. So there was that.
It is not my place to question the worth of battle.
But do I think, you know, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out these mechanics and talk at the same time. But ooh, Iron Hails. Would I say that I liked Warhammer 2 more? Like, I think at this point Warhammer 3 is very likely the better game, but that's not exactly what the question was. I don't know. I'll leave it at I don't know. Let's see what it's... Okay, I guess I'll get some Iron Hail Gunners and then replace the building with... Oh, man. Do I need Iron Hail Gunners? Iron Hail Gunners are so good. Yeah, you know, I just gotta go for them. They're way too good to pass up.
Mean fewer fathers.
And then we'll just keep chilling here for now. Yes, you're a lion. It's okay. The lion has no fur. It's all jade. So many loopholes that some companies use to copy strike, though. Not that I've heard of. I think there's like a few problems if you're making review type content. Where like, you know, you have to prove that it's transformative and you usually need like a person to actually review it. So like for some content creators and some types of content, it can be a pain in the butt even if you are following things properly. But yeah. What? Jade Line's amazing. It's like a manticore. Although I guess people hate manticores too, right?
They are rubbish.
Guns are fun? Yeah, they're pretty fun. Oh yeah, recruiting from other factions. It's true. It's a fair assessment. Basically, I think 3 is probably the better game with more feature-rich. Yeah. The thing is, with Warhammer 2, you know, it's kind of like the Dark Souls series. Right? Everyone's favorite Dark Souls game is the first Dark Souls game they played. And I have a feeling it might be similar with Warhammer.
For the Imperial family.
Might not too, but dang, you can get a lot of stuff at level 10.
Sorcery. Through
Alright, let's just test the waters. Ain't no escape.
I will take first watch.
So I could
Let the
probably
men sleep.
go and take this out of it then.
To duty.
Get that Shrine of Tech going. Fight myself a million savage orcs. Get some levels hopefully. But yeah, it reminds me of like the Dark Souls thing where it's kind of just like the first game you played because that's where you get your fill and you get the most fun memories. But then after you kind of, you know, understand the formula, then it gets less exciting over time, naturally. I think Total War 2 is the Dark Souls of Warhammer Total War because that's when I think most, or at least a lot of people were getting into the game. Though, I guess, does anyone have like fond memories of Warhammer 1? I guess that's kind of the deciding factor, right? Because if no one has fond memories of Warhammer 1, and then Warhammer 2 was like, you know, where everyone was like, you know, everyone was happy, it was basically just a straight upgrade, then there's something to be said about Warhammer 3 not being a straight upgrade. Just some thoughts. Alrighty, formation, so I'll go for my usual chevrons. Chevrons is great for exposing flanks and such. Pull the archers back just a teensy bit, and then I guess we just chill. Crossbowmen ROR is hilariously good. They shoot further. What's it? What do they do? Oh, basically they shoot Sisters of Avalorn shots. Is that true? That seems pretty good. Grom. Oh, Grom would be a pretty interesting faction, yeah. If I remember him for when we finish this campaign, I could try him out. I wonder, can I just become a dragon and just beat up their generals? Very tempted. Very tempted to. And then just aggro the AI that way. I think I get a few shots on me. Okay, actually, yeah, it's a little bit too spicy for me. Poor dragon. Alright. Well, in terms of bad decisions I've made, that was definitely one of them. I should just be fighting with my cavalry instead. Let's pick apart this flank. Yeah, we'll pick apart that flank, play defensively over here, and then we should be okay. Man, that is a juicy blob. I would love to get a Searing Doom on that. Come on. Let's get in there. Let's scoot up a tiny bit more. Get the Searing Doom down. And then start picking apart at these at the fringes. Look at the AI. Pretty good dodge on their part. Not quite good enough though. Scoot up just a tiny bit more. And then use this breath attack. Since they're pretty blobbed. And then hopefully they all just terrorize. Although, Savage Orcs just have Frenzy, right? But they don't have ITP. They do! Okay, well, that'll be a bit of an issue when it comes to terror routing them. Very unfortunate. At least we have distracted most of their archers, which is good. It means that my Dragon Boy will be fine. We still have harmony everywhere. Wonderful, wonderful. But I really gotta do some general sniping here. Yeah, let's use there we go. Let's use stabby stab on them. Holy crap, that does a lot of damage. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. The hag's going down. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. And then once I shut down the archers and it's just melee, life gets a lot easier. Since Cathay infantry holds for an eternity, they'll be fine.
Executioner. Horseman.
What's this about small force? Yeah, the AI still does the blob thing for no reason. It's true, it's true. Oh, gotta get my cavalry to safety. This is just all normal cavalry. Yeah, just peasant cavalry. I can't cycle charge them though, while they're all dispersed. I have some cavalry running away. Fine. Let's transform back into human mode. That'll hopefully make me a little bit better at fighting this war boss. He is mighty terrifying though, but if I can just get him a teensy bit lower, I can just stab him and he'll die instantly. So, fingers crossed. I also need this caster back real bad. I don't think it blobbed up on the dragon. I'm pretty sure they blobbed up on... I'm pretty sure they just blobbed up trying to reform their ranks. Which is a pretty common thing the AI does. A little bit sketchy. Maybe the Jade Lion can get some work in. Come on, Yuan. Don't die on me. Yeah, he's getting low. He's getting low just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And he dead. Let's go. Oh my gosh, it's so jokes. It's just it's far too easy. It's far too easy sniping off generals. Oh man, like, you know how annoying it is to just have them constantly running away, and then you gotta like chase them down and they get knocked down by like Scarbrand 20 times. And now it's just like you just click them. You just click them and you're good. And then suddenly, you know, you don't have to worry about RNG and hit chances. You get your free, you know, leadership debuff exactly when you want it. It's pretty, you know, pretty chill. Pretty nice quality of life. And that will actually, I believe, yes, defeat the greenskins. Dang. Yeah, that's a pretty strong ability. It's a pretty strong ability. I will say though, it is quite fun. Yeah, no Von Karstein Blade is a big shame. But hey, you know, I'm up for a challenge. Let's see here. Yes, siege pathfinding. Yeah. Total War games are not made for siege battles. Or at least the Total War AI and everything. I feel like by the time we can get the Von Karstein Blade, we've definitely won the campaign. Though we'll probably have won the campaign before I get the blade, surely.
Key location.
Uh-huh. Pretty good. Nice. So we're getting some good battle wins. We'll get our abilities back in 3 turns. Cool. We have another executioner cast. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna have so many executioner casts. I can just kill the enemy general with only executioner. I don't know if that's exactly how executioner works. I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but sure. You know what? Why not? Just let's, I don't know, play around with the compass a bit. But yeah, definitely. Oh, I just love the idea of just him being like execute again until they die. I guess it still checks out, right? You can execute things at full HP. Makes total sense. Oh boy, taking over Hexawaddle's gonna suck. It's kind of the first place I have to go to for my compass unlock though. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, that's true. Well, I don't think you can escort the caravan. Isn't it too fast? Yes, supply lines in Warhammer 2. I think the implication is people wanted supply lines reduced so that you can, you know, have more armies. Like, I think like the supply lines did really encourage doom stacking, because the game is already pretty, you know, doom stacking is still like probably one of the best strategies in the game. And supply lines encouraged it even more. I think CA changed it in the least elegant way possible, in that they literally just removed it. Don't know how I feel about it though. I feel like, you know, it is fun being able to get more armies out. But yeah, feels like there needs to be like a huge rebalance or something. I feel like it should really be like a supply lines on a per army basis. Maybe that's what would do it, right? Where if you just start stacking too much money into one army, then that army gets more expensive. You know, that'd be interesting. Then it's like, wow, I have to like I have to make some balanced armies. And you know, I think it still checks out calling it supply lines. Maybe. Who knows though? Who knows, right? You make one change and then everything's different. I'm no game designer. I will repeat that until the day I die, because it protects me from judgment from the community. But I'm just throwing out ideas. Look, the thing is, the people at CA, they are game designers. Oh boy, it begins. And as game designers, I expected better from them. It's fine though. In the end, we still have a functioning Warhammer game. Now, how do I deal with the crisis? Endgame crisis has happened. Get some Iron Hail gunners. And then we're gonna go on the defensive. Oh crap, that's about as bad as it could have been. That is not the direct. I'm just gonna straight up load. I'm just gonna straight up load. Screw that. I'm not losing the campaign because he wouldn't take the direct path. Since I checked his execution ability, I don't think it damages before their HP threshold. Unless I'm incorrect, but I tried executing them before. Maybe I just didn't get them low enough. That would just do the exact opposite and cause a lot more tedium, moving 2 to 10 stacks instead of 1 to 20 stack. Oh yeah. It really depends. I'm sure you could probably tweak it, but you know, in my head, I think I enjoy the problem solving of mixed armies. But here's the crazy thing, right? In game design, there's there's a lot of things that you wouldn't expect to make sense, or not to make sense, but like to be the way that it is. But it is. This is the worst explanation ever. Essentially, right? You know, a lot of people say that like they really want games to be balanced. You know, like if you queue up in StarCraft, you need a 50-50 win rate. And that is how you get the most fun. And that's just wrong. It's just wrong. Because a lot of the time, right? What people want and like what they ask for is very different. You know, like there's just like the fact that like doom stacking might just be a fun strategy. And even if it's unbalanced, right? Balance is not always equal to fun. So yeah. It's kind of a mixed bag. I think, you know, it's still nice to have balance. I'm not saying that things have to be completely unbalanced, of course. I'm not a lunatic, but yeah, there's like a bunch of weird things where it's like, yeah, you know, sometimes you just add empty hallways in games just because, you know, it gives like a break between content, right? That's why you might find like things that are seemingly boring in games, but just because it mixes things up, it's actually a benefit. Quite a few examples of that. So it can be really hard. Like, you know, I could say like the change that I proposed would dissuade doom stacking, but would it be a fun mechanic? Maybe not. And such is the way of the world where I basically say my opinions can only get so far. The opinions of anyone can only get so far until it's tested. Which kind of means discussion kind of ceases at that point, unfortunately, though. It is fun to ponder. It is fun to ponder, though. Who cares about balance in single player experiences? I think a lot of people care about balance in single player experiences, actually. I think if you do a poll, there'll be many people where, you know, even if it doesn't like matter, right? I think it still, you know, it can still contribute to the enjoyment of people. What's for lunch? Maybe just a cereal. I'm planning to make some siu mai later. It's gonna be like this nice like tomato sauce with onions, and then cook up some meat, toss that in, get some fish sauce going. Pretty excited. Gonna be making my own dish. How do I want to do this? So I definitely want to embed these iron hails. Do I need so much cavalry? Probably not, since I have flyers.
With me, we shall humble this fiend.
Sorcery through me.
Can only be defensive for so long
Servant
before I start going bankrupt. I can still recruit a couple more iron hails though, so let's just do that.
The Jade.
Let's get this guy. Ambush, right? Looking pretty good, and then we just wait for the enemy to come to me.
General.
Something along those lines. Fingers crossed. Yeah, the needs of people, the needs and wants of people are kind of crazy. Especially with a big game like Warhammer. Can be pretty hard to judge. You think single player games need a lot of balance, or otherwise why give? Well, yeah, it depends. Like, the thing is, Warhammer is not exactly a power fantasy game, right? Warhammer 3 is kind of designed to be a lot, such as the way of AAA games. So at least by my analysis, could be completely wrong, but as far as I can tell, Warhammer 3 is supposed to be kind of like a lot of things. You know, there's a lot in terms of power fantasy, but there's also a lot that's just like, you know, nostalgia, right? You know, just leaning into like the tabletop days, or you know, or just like lore exploration, or who knows what. I think a lot of joy comes from the power fantasy, though. You know, just going through the examples, I don't have like super, you know, I guess strategy too. There's strategy, there's mechanics breaking. I think a lot of people, actually like a lot of people in the Warhammer, I guess, like, you know, breaking things is kind of a power fantasy, but that's kind of a different tune than what you're talking about. It's a mix. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a I think there's a fun quote from like a game designer that says like your players will optimize the fun out of your game, which is entirely true. And we do have to be careful about that also. Turns out game design is hard. Has anyone here ever tried publishing a game before? Was it successful? It's difficult. Unless you're like Team Cherry, in which case you just spend like 10 years making Silk Song. Team Cherry. And I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. But I'm kind of getting old. Yeah. Hey, Imri, hello. Yeah, game design is hard unless you spend a lifetime making the game. And then well, I guess it's still pretty hard even so. Yeah, I do quite like indie games though. Indie games scratch a nice itch for me. I kind of feel like taking this fight, honestly. What's the worst that can happen? Well, we get massacred.
Leave
Should be
nothing
fine.
behind.
But yeah, indie games, if you want like a specific experience, you know, a game built for a single type of player, indie games are amazing. Because typically they're much smaller in scope. They're targeting a single community. Like, look at Factorio, right? Factorio is a game that is like, you know, it's like you like optimizing factories. Here you go. And that's me. It's Factorio feels like it's made for me. It's amazing. But yeah, you know, like, so. Oh, it's the same map, same formation, sure. Yeah, so like Factorio, I feel like it's a lot easier for them to make specific changes because they can say like, hey, this is the experience we want for our players, right? And if that's not what you want, right, then you're playing the wrong game. And AAA games can't really do that. Not really. I don't think I've ever really, you know, I don't think I've really, like, the argument, right? If you tell people playing Warhammer Total War, like, hey, you know, just play another game, you know, I don't think that really checks out. Yeah, I don't think that really checks out, right? Like, even the multiplayer community, right? You know, at this point, I think I can definitively say, you know, if you're looking for a hardcore multiplayer experience, that is not what CA is trying to deliver, and that's okay, and that's totally fine. But then, you know, I think for a while, right, they're trying to get the all-in-one, right? Try to get the multiplayer experience going, try to get the campaign single-player crowd happy too, and then just no one was happy. That's a painful pendulum. Oh boy, they got the cavalry in. Whoopsies, that's my bad. But yeah, for a time that was definitely the way things were swinging. Nowadays, though, I think most of the community, most of the multiplayer community is just so beat up at this point. They've been beat down for years now, alright? They know that Total War is not made for them. And they just gotta make do with what they got. So at least that one thing is settled now. If there is good to be had, you know, some closure. Oh boy, oh my goodness, rip multiplayer for Warhammer Total War. Oh my goodness. Like the fact that they released a whole new game mode. Oh man. You know, I'll say I fell into it too. You know, I saw the new game mode. I was like, dang, CA, they're putting in the work for the multiplayer community. And then yeah. Good times, good times. How are you guys doing? Divinity 2, what's this? People talking about games. Let's see, where's the general at? I think I should just snipe her. Seems like the best way to get these guys to rout. They're already pretty low leadership. I have not positioned my Iron Hill Gunners amazingly, but I'm sure it's fine. And there we go. Man, that's so much damage. Holy crap. Oh, I played Divinity 2 actually. Very fun game. No spoilers, of course. Everybody in chat, but yeah. Played Divinity 2. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Okay, there we go. General down. Let's get the surround penalties on these guys. Hopefully get them to mass rout. We already got a few routes over here. Looks like the cavalry's doing great. I think we will be fine. You don't do YouTube streaming full time anymore? Dude, I've been streaming for the last few days. We are in the midst of getting back into full-time streaming YouTube. Though I'm leaning towards video creation because it generally gives me a little bit more freedom with my time. And I feel like streaming can take a while to build up, so it'll probably transition to like a streaming on the side type thing. But yes, we're doing shorter streams on weekdays. No 8-hour streams though. That sounds crazy. Also, yeah, Longbow Riders are great. You love Longbow Riders but dislike most of Cathay's roster. I think I quite like their infantry. I like the gun lines. Yeah, weekday shorter streams. Slacker. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't gotta work hard. What, do I have a boss? No. Yeah, occupy. It is what's this? Monday to Friday.
For the dragons.
Monday to Friday Total War content. Nice. So we have a bit more money. And get more Iron Hill Gunners. Just keep spamming them into the horizon and hopefully we'll have enough DACA to just win. You can give this guy more melee defense. Once you get higher than 60, that's when you start getting into ridiculous amounts of melee defense. Of course, AI cheats probably make it a little bit sketchier.
The celestial commands.
But he'll be very hard to hit. He'll be very hard to hit at this point. Then I can get the Executioner and then just murder everybody instantly. And then we got this thing, which is just minus 30% upkeep. Just makes like everything free. Insane. Pretty good. Nice thumbnail, thank you. It took me 5 minutes to make. Took a screenshot, up to the saturation by 1 million. And then slapped it in there. Don't work hard, work smart, ain't that the saying? Yeah, but also just... Well, I guess, you know, I agree more with the don't work hard part, where, you know, if you have everything you need already, probably don't need to work harder. Obviously, if you're struggling for money, right, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But at some point, I'll have to figure out some strategy to really kick off of YouTube. But for now, we're just taking it easy, not stressing too much. 5 minutes well spent, thank you. Watching me before made you start a Beastmen campaign. Now you want to try Grand Cathay. Hey, nice, nice. It's always interesting to think about the influence I have over people in the Total War community. My actions have created many a multiplayer champion. many a campaign. You know, it'd be sick to see how many campaigns were started because of my streams. That'd be interesting, you know. I need the ego boost. I need it. Oh yeah, terracottas. That's true, they have giant spears. Here's the thing though, right? Terracottas are as large as whatever big thing they're fighting. So if you think about it, right? The spear doesn't actually give anti-large. They would have anti-large if they had dual swords, because that would make them anti-things the same size as them, right? So like terracottas really should only have anti-large against like Dreadsaurians. I think that's how it should check out. Also, yes, terracottas are pretty insane. They do. I think the unbreakable helps a lot in duels against monsters. I think so. I think so. Are you going to let they fall or send a fleet to save Meow and Zhao? Well, you know, Meow and Zhao are at war against me, so I don't think there's much to do saving them. Still sad we don't have terracotta soldiers. Yeah, not the right DLCs and stuff are coming out. Who knows? Who knows where Warhammer 3 is gonna be going? So many dead factions. All right, here we go. I think we want to just fight these armies. My goal is to essentially just keep fighting battles like a madman.
Occupy any passes.
And just farm up levels until my main settlement is strong enough, and then start securing territory after the endgame crises get to me. Man, it's a lot of dark shards. All right, good thing we have our mobility squad, some longmas, loads of cavalry. Should be a fun battle. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know where Warhammer 3 is gonna end up. Or if we'll just get a Warhammer 40k or who knows what. At this point though, right, if CA is releasing like Total War Pharaoh, I don't know. I'm like, I don't want to be too pessimistic. I think just kind of, you know, like what I was talking about with indie games earlier. I think what I'm looking for and what CA's providing is starting to slowly diverge. Don't panic, we're still streaming Warhammer for a while. But there's definitely, you know, I definitely got my eyes on other targets, as many of you guys have heard already. The question is when. Anyways, we'll figure it out later. Let's scoot these guys up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, there goes my formation. All right, this'll do.
Master of meteor winds.
We'll get our, let's see. I don't want to get shot up by, what are these? Oh, it's just chariots, okay. They have like 1 unit of skeleton archers, not a problem. Their range is pretty massive though. You know what? Let's just transform into a dragon and kill their general. Why not? You know, we're playing as Yuan Bo. Might as well. Let's get our Jade Lion in here too. And then can I set up a kill zone over here? Oh yeah, I forgot I have a comet. It's too juicy to pass up. Are they gonna dodge it? Are they just gonna dodge it? No. Okay, they dodge it kind of badly. Hey, you know, I probably could have saved that for when they really start blobbing up, but come on, it feels so good. Okay, there we go, solid breath attack. Ooh, actually did decent damage to those skeletons. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to try to get the Tomb Kings to advance on me early, and then that way the dark shards, I can just run them down with my cavalry later over time. Yeah, I think value-wise, it's definitely a lot better DLCs. Though, you know, from what I can tell, it's pretty hard to. Well, I don't know. I feel like isn't pricing usually dictated by like an entirely separate team? I wouldn't be surprised if there were a lot of people in CA that were kind of sussed out by the price compared to other stuff, but like it just kind of has to be done because that's what they say internally or what have you. I don't know. I don't know how pricing works. I don't know how pricing works exactly in companies. Let's see. Where's the general at? Did I kill him? No, he's still alive. I'll hit him with another execute. But yeah. Free LC lords is noticeable. Lack of free LC lords here. I don't know, but like I know nothing about pricing, so it is really hard to make calls on it. Because like at least with game development, I have a passing knowledge on it, you know, like a hobbyist knowledge. But like, you know, the only thing I know about pricing in games is what, like my 101 economics class in uni. I think that's basically it. Aside from that, I really don't know anything about how pricing in games works. So it always feels hard to judge.
Yuan Bo, it is the way of things.
Cause like, you know, imagine if you have like someone on like, you know, on like the team that decides the prices of DLCs and stuff, and they just say like, yeah, you know, by our metrics, at this price, we will make more dollars, right? Like, you know, what are you supposed to do? You know, or they're like yeah, people will be angry about it, but like 100% we'll make more money at this price. Then like, you know, like people can you can argue like whatever you want, but it's hard to say that you just know more than whatever pricing team they have inside CA. Sure, it's fine to disagree with them, but yeah, I don't know. Seems difficult. Seems more difficult than this campaign. And I know some people will just call me, you know, say that I'm a crazy man for saying that, but really, I know so little about pricing. Because like clearly companies pretty often price things in a way that upset people. So either we could just accept that companies are pretty garbage at pricing, or they got something going on, or I don't know, maybe it is a mix of both. Interesting to think about though. Like the thing is, right, we don't know how many people bought the DLC. It's really hard to judge how successful it is, right? Because obviously, right, you know, we're not going to say like, I didn't buy the DLC, so therefore it's too expensive. You know, like it's really hard to judge the success of a pricing you know, setting without having access to their internal data. Because like, who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe that's just like what they do for like a game like Warhammer 3, or who knows? Maybe what's it? Sorry, I'm just making sure my stuff ain't dying. Yeah, or what's it? What was I gonna say? Maybe it's what was I gonna say? That's it. I was talking about how we don't really know how it's. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's like there's, you know, if you look at like some mobile games, right? Their pricing model is kind of whack. Where like, you know, a lot of the money just comes from people with a lot of money who are willing to spend on the game. And then like that's how they kind of make money. So like, who knows, right? Maybe it's like, you know what? Only the dedicated people playing Warhammer are gonna buy the DLCs at this point. So then we make it expensive. So that, you know, because the same number of people are going to buy regardless. It's probably not the case, but really, who knows? Very easy to check how we did on Steam. Yeah, but like, would it have done better if it was priced at less? You know?
Without hesitation.
Rich people need hobbies too. Yeah, anyways, all to say, I always get a little bit peeved when people talk about the pricing stuff. Just because I'm pretty sure that the topic is far too complicated to encapsulate as a consumer. I think it is like there's way too much going on. Like I'm like, you know, like it's someone with an economics degree needs to get in here. Cause like yeah, like I only have a single thought, right? At least with games, you know. With games, it's pretty easy to say like, you know, someone's satisfaction playing the game is pretty well correlated with how good the game is, right? That's pretty simple. I can understand that. I can wrap my head around that. But then like economics, it's like sometimes people will be unhappy. And sometimes the unhappy person's gonna be me. How am I supposed to judge? I do not know.
I will not let my anger rush me.
Yeah. Now, obviously things aren't going great with Warhammer 3. I think everyone can see that, you know. Absolutely, everyone can see that. But yeah. I guess, you know, I have a strong opinion about strong opinions. You know, let's go with that. I think far too many people have strong opinions, and that is a hill I'm willing to die on. Watch it, and then somewhere in there actually is an economist, you know, or a salesperson that knows exactly what's going on, and they're like, he's just not listening to me. I've explained it so clearly. Alright, anyways, back to the battle. Looks like we won it. Not too many losses, which is good. Let's see here. I think the enemy will have a chance to retreat. So I should probably try and chase down as many of them as I possibly can. I'm just an accountant, what do I know? Yeah, I guess, you know, because like, I don't think, how many people in the game, like who even determines the prices of games? Like, what is that job title? Like, is it like a price engineer, a media sales person? I don't know what the job is. What is this job title, and what are they doing? Probably just someone in upper management. Is it though? I feel like deciding the price of the game is like one of the most important things you can do. I'm pretty sure it's an important enough job where you'd want to dedicate a team. Though who knows? I'm also not a manager. Just kidding. I run my own company, Enticity Incorporated. Just kidding. We're not incorporated. But I do. It's just upper management. Is it though? I guess it depends, right? I know, like, obviously if we're talking about like products and stuff, like the clothing industry definitely 100% has a team, you know, managing the prices there. At least I'm pretty sure. But for games, I don't know. It'd be really weird though, right? It seems like it'd be such a waste of a manager's time to be like, hey, we're releasing a new game. What pricing should it be? And they're like, dude, I'm supposed to, like, you know, like, I know my sister's in middle management, right? I guess it's not the same as upper management, but like, you know, her job is like working with people. That's kind of what management does, right? You work with people. It'd be really weird. Or like, okay, well actually, yeah, my sister does like, she does, she works like in like a pharmacy company. And like she's nowhere near pricing management at all. All right, she has nothing. Like, you know, no relation at all. One of my uncles is like more upper management in the company too. Absolutely, like, you know, does not touch the pricing in the slightest. But then, like, I don't know who does. Obviously, if it's an indie game, you literally just, you know, it's just you and your team being like, I don't know, this much. And that's why indie games are usually priced, you know, much more forgivingly. Typically cheaper, actually. At least that's a trend that I see. But yeah.
The easier to kneel.
That's the job of upper management. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough upper management people. That could be my issue. I'm willing to chalk it up to that.
To the boats, brave mortals.
There is, you know, there's a good chance that Enticity, your boy Enticity, just needs to meet more successful people. I'm willing to accept that. All right, here we go. More range type.
Are the glory of the dragons.
Back to. Okay, never mind. We can't get back to the Crimson Isle. I guess we're chilling here for a turn.
General.
Kind of unfortunate, but we do get our replenishment, so it's fine. And then you know what? I'll work my way up to the last executioner just to make this guy one of the best fighter lords that doesn't have to fight in the entire game.
Humility in all things.
Yuan Bo micromanages the prices of all goods coming out of Cathay. A large company usually just slaps the usual. What is the usual? What is the usual? All right, you know what? I've determined that I don't trust chat. Let's see here. You know what? I'll trust ChatGPT more. ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Who decides the prices of games in AAA companies? Typically determined through a combination of factors, including input and various departments within the company. While specifics may vary from one company to another, here are some key factors and roles that play a part in setting game prices. Publishers and executives, development and product teams, market research and analysis, competitive landscape, distribution platforms, monetization strategy, economic factors, regional pricing, consumer feedback. This is too much for me. I don't know if that falls into upper management, but I guess it's kind of a mixed bag. Depends on the company, yeah. Yeah, we can blame Todd. Regardless, interesting topic though. Interesting topic to dig into and learn about. Shit. Executive does, sadly. Well, I guess it says publishers and executives. That's true. Although we gotta also say publishers and the development and product teams. Let's see here. It often begins with high-level executives and publishers within the company. They consider factors like games production costs, expected return on investment, and overall business strategy. I wonder if the business strategy for Warhammer has changed. That would be quite interesting. There's a common thing where people say like companies start milking their game, you know, just producing for income rather than quality. I don't know exactly what that entails though, because some strategies might price things lower and people miss out on that. Like, I watch so many videos on logistics and stuff. I've been really getting into military logistics recently. And like, you know, and also just general logistics. Like, how does an orange get to your table? Just overall, when you go shopping for oranges, how does that happen? And like that's, you know, hella complicated, you know. It's not like you just slap it on a truck and you're done. But like, weirdly enough, like, you know, the internals of companies basically know I don't think I've seen like any videos really on the internals of how companies work. Yeah, Perun for the win. Actually, I guess you know the audience of Total War would probably have pretty hard overlap with, you know, Perun and whatnot.
Fight in order,
But regardless, I need to watch some videos on how companies work, and then I too can judge Creative Assembly. Show them who's boss. I've also been watching Wendover, yes. the big channels, yeah. Yep. The deep dive. Oh my gosh, so many. And it really, you know, it really just goes to show how freaking complicated everything is. It's insane. I know, PowerPoints. Oh my gosh. Every week just like giddy for an hours long PowerPoint. If only school was that fun. I guess it depends. If you really are studying what you love, school can be that fun. Though, I guess the freedom of YouTube is probably what makes it better than school. Whereas school, you're learning a lot of things out of necessity. For YouTube, it's literally constructed to be as entertaining as possible. What's it? Anyways, a good evening to you all. Hey, Decay, what's up? Welcome to a nice, chill conversation about how the world is complicated and people are definitely unhappy with everything. I'm pretty happy though. Honestly, you know, the fact that I stream Warhammer, at least it says something. Oh, you're heading out? Ah, I see. Peace out. I'll catch you tomorrow, maybe. Peace. But all right, nice. I wonder, you know, the Isle of the Crimson Skull. It served well for me. I'm kind of thinking of making my way to the Lizardmen. For one, we have no money. But for two, this place isn't gonna tier up anytime soon. You know, we got tier 2, but like, oh, Hexawaddle's gone. Hexawaddle's gone? All right. Maybe, I don't know. Are there any high tier settlements? Okay, well that's a little bit sketch. Maybe we screw Hexawaddle. Maybe we go south, head to the Great Turtle Isle, and then take that. Dark Elves haven't been too much of a pain in the butt recently. Not to mention we also got Marathi over here.
So much to do.
Very interesting. I could also head to the Broken Lands. Are any of these even good though? Attrition. Less attrition. Construction. Okay, this is actually one of the best ones, right? It's growth and construction reduction. Honestly, let's just go for that. Let's just go for that. I guess we'll encamp. We'll encamp and start making our way down.
Tell the soldiers.
Making our way downtown. We'll take over this Skaven settlement. Push our way south. Maybe take the Blood Hall. And then we're good.
It is my blessing.
Alternatively, we could set sail.
Of the celestial empire.
We could set sail.
Such joy, seeing our soldiers transit.
No, I kind of like setting sail. Yeah.
Warriors, sons,
Yeah, here we go.
with me.
So we set sail, right? We just blitz it to the Blood Hall. It's a nice secluded island, and then from there we take the Golden Ziggurat or the Great Turtle Isle. Oh crap, we're broke.
Servant of the dragons.
Oh Nelly, I forgot about that bit. All right, let's just get rid of that guy. We don't need
Master
this
of the
peasant.
mutual winds.
Nice.
For the Imperial family.
Yep, let's just get rid of that guy. Oh boy,
in
we're
all things.
we're real broke. Oh, Nelly.
Celestial General.
Oh boy, alright.
By the way of water.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Vessel
Huh.
forth.
Do I need this much cavalry? I feel like maybe not.
Architect.
You know, how are the crowmen? The crowmen are kind of expensive. Holy crap, the long marauders are
Waves
hella
of the
expensive.
domain of my sister.
You know what? I don't need. These guys are beat up anyway. Screw them.
Keeper of Wuxing.
There we go. Crisis averted. And then maybe we can fight Albert next turn. Sell items and ancillaries. Good call. It's too bad I didn't read that earlier. What happened to Torox? We won, Mr. Moo. I see why you are very invested in the Torox campaign. Going to the corner of the map. That's basically what this is. We'll have a little ocean surrounding us, a little moat, protecting us from the world beyond. Man, now I'm feeling like I should have fought the Skaven down. That would have given me enough money. It's okay. Next turn we'll sell our ancillaries. Nurgle campaign coming up next. Nurgle's... Oh, man, Nurgle. It feels so hard to squeeze value out of his units. I guess you can always Mortis Engine Blob, but... Man, Nurgle is grind. Nurgle affects me as much as he does his enemies. Very isolationist strategy for a man that sailed across the entire sea. Yeah. Kinda. Oh yeah, that's true. There is like a Nurgle. What's it? Nurgle dwarves and what else? Nurgle dwarves and Slanesh DLC. It's true. Mother or Stankia. Pretty interesting. All right, here we go. I'm gonna see if maybe I can make a landing and fight Alberic. Either that, or I just straight up suffer a turn of attrition. What would you want to see changed for Nurgle in his DLC? Ooh. I feel like I want some high micro but slow units in the Nurgle army. So like, you know, some like super duper chunky unit where if you can get it into the right place and line up, you know, line up its attack, it'll be amazing. But overall, it'd be like, you know, it'd be a pretty difficult task. Something like that would be cool.
Imminent.
Sick. All right, here we go. So celestial dragon crossbows. Holy crap, that's pretty good. All right, let's play this battle. But yeah, his campaign in general is kind of weird though, because yeah, his stuff is crazy expensive. Dwarves, Empire, and Nurgle. Interesting. Huh. Honestly, I'm probably the most excited for the Empire changes, because then I get to play more Empire. Get another France campaign in with the new units. Toggle abilities. Toggle abilities are interesting, but I feel like they're kind of hard to get right. From my experience looking at toggled abilities, I find that it's literally you just click the button if the unit is in the situation that it's supposed to be in, and it doesn't really increase you know, the strategy, right? It's like instead of having a unit, you know, because giving a unit an untoggleable bonus versus infantry, I think it's actually could be more interesting than a toggled ability. strategy-wise. I guess micro-wise, toggle does increase micro, but yeah, if you look at a unit that has bonus first infantry, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, like, you know, you want to put this against infantry. But if it has a toggle against both, like, you know, toggle for anti-large and toggle for anti-infantry, then you kind of just end up with like a unit that has just higher stats than usual. And I guess it can't fight infantry and cavalry at the same time. But like, why would you even need that? So it's kind of weird. Obviously, you know, that example's kind of cherry-picked. But regardless, I stand by it. Okay, nice. Let's go, actually, let's not go dragon mode. Actually, never mind. We're stuck into going dragon mode. It's fine, it's fine. The problem was that the iron hails might kill the poor boy, Yuan Bo, but it seems like he's okay. Let's see here. I guess I'll use these spears to defend the flank. Stop these guys. And okay, looks like the iron hails are mostly not doing friendly fire. I'll take it. There we go. That's a solid. And nice. So if I can just draw this cavalry into my spears, and they can bounce onto the peasant bowmen, then I think we are in the clear. Look at that. Alberic's already running for the hills. Great stuff. Let's get the guard mode on. Yeah. Come on. Sneak away to those there. They're archers. Nice. And then cast some magic. I'd say this battle's going okay. Except for the cavalry, probably. Cavalry's kind of a menace. Do I kill Alberic here? You know what? Let's just kill him. There we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just so I don't have to worry about chasing him down. I could have killed the hero instead, but I think finishing off Alberic is a little bit more important. I'm also noticing I don't have the backup army yet. It does make this a little bit scarier, but I think we're still fine. Vanguard deployment for Norgal, Pestigors. It's kind of weird though, right? Because if you have Vanguard without, you know, if you don't have army-wide Vanguard, it can be a little bit weird. Because then, like, you just have one unit showing up way before another unit, which isn't exactly ideal. So, I'm kind of wondering on if Vanguard is what does it for Norgal. For multiplayer? Ah, I see. Let's see, how are my Celestials doing? Oh, it's a targeted ability. Interesting, okay. I would not have expected. Man, are these guys gonna show up on the field? 2 minutes, holy crap. They have, maybe they have the blue line skill tree thing already? That makes the AI, or that makes reinforcements show up late. I think.
With talent and tune.
Pretty spicy. We still have a lot of Bretonia to deal with here. The Dragon Boy's taking some heat. Yeah, I think I have a little bit too much range for Bretonia. We'll see how it plays out though. It ain't over yet. Let's get Plague of Rust. Let's actually go back to human form. That'll decrease the surface area. Make it much better for longevity. At least until the reinforcements show up. Pretty sure we'll get Gores for each Chaos God. Oh, what's it? You know, you just don't want it in this particular DLC. You'd rather have new units. I guess, you know, maybe why not both, right? Is it possible to get Gores and thing? Also, dang, are we gonna get wiped out before our reinforcements show up? That would be rather unfortunate.
The Dragon Emperor is most loyal.
Ugh. Dang, the reinforcement thing might actually, like the slower reinforcement thing might actually apply. Usually, you know, slower reinforcements, I like never think about it. This time around, it's kind of looking sketchy. It seems like we somehow just barely managed not to fall into army losses. No idea how that happened. Okay. If he can just live 45 seconds too, then we'll be able to transform and get out of there. He still has a decent amount of HP, so I won't count him out just yet. Okay, there we go. We do have reinforcements. Cavalry has arrived. Wonderful. He's not gone yet. We'll get to our reinforcements. It'll be fine. The problem is, our army's pretty beat up now, though. I don't know if we have the oomph to fight future armies. We'll see. Potentially, we can get a turn to, oh, dang, I didn't know the Jade Line's routed. Potentially, we'll have a turn to replenish. We'll see. If they get gores, it will take the place of a different unique unit. I don't think that's how that works, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. I think CA can kind of do whatever they want with the DLC. You know, I'm pretty sure at least there's never really been a consistent number of units for DLCs. It's kind of just whatever they can fit in. But I think, you know, what everyone wants is to see more units, more unique units. So at least on that front, we are united. Okay, nice. There we go. Cavalry's going down. Man, fighting Bretonia. Bretonia's always an interesting faction to fight. Loads of mass cavalry. It's kind of the opposite of the Wood Elves or Elf factions in general, who kind of spam way too much ranged. It's kind of a nice change of pace. But I always tend to have a harder time fighting Bretonia just because of my because most of the things you would use to kill infantry in the early game, like range units, would do very badly against Bretonia, as we have seen. This DLC was a shame and a sham. I think so. I think we can agree on that. All right, here we go. This battle's basically done. I just gotta line up and shoot them to death. Although, hopefully we didn't take too many losses in this battle, and we'll be able to come out of it swinging. Some foot squires here, not a problem because army losses. Good stuff, good stuff. We're doing good, we're doing good. Just a Pyrrhic victory. Not a problem. Whew. Man, we lost more than Bretonians. Pretty painful, pretty painful. We did get to keep the Jade Lion alive, along with most of my units, but if we get ambushed by a Skaven over the end turn, it's probably over. Okay, we do actually have a pretty good heal, though. 11% is pretty chunky. And we have income.
You will learn your
Okay,
error.
and there's a...
I do not think so.
Okay, there's a 20 stack of just blues.
Celestial
Literally
General.
just blues. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Let's get this. Cooldown to all spells. Uh-huh. Is there anything I can get in the enemy territory? Seems like a nada. I can get this as soon as we take over a region. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Let's see, our upgrade for lions and missile resist. He probably needs missile resist soon.
The Emperor's architect. First,
All right, let's see if we misblade.
attention.
If we die this turn, then
Sorcery through me.
It'll be a shame.
My visions
But I think the only army nearby us is possibly a Skaven 20 stack and a 20 stack of blues. So maybe it's doable. Oh, really? Oh, crap. We're about to lose our settlement. Dang.
In order to ranks.
That means we don't get healing. Oh, God. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see here. I need to take the Wellsprings of Eternity. We need a miracle. Really? Changelings hella expensive in multiplayer? I would have thought he'd be quite cheap. Yeah. We might be done for. Oh, okay. Bretonians just went into a camp. 20 stack of blues. With the Bretonians. Okay, now we do have reinforcements. And pretty good reinforcements too. Alright, well, you know, I think I'll just end the stream here for now. It's a big battle. We'll do it later. Oh, jeez. But pretty spicy campaign so far. Feels doable. Feels doable, but you kind of have to be a bit careful. For now, though, I'll see you guys later. And, yeah, we'll see if we can win this tomorrow. Peace.